So, let's see how well I do at this one. Just jumping into a IDEO TSW6. Busy commuter trains are needed for this morning's London service. To help speed things along, you have been asked to assemble trains both at the Wembley Train Depot and Willesden Train Maintenance Depot. Right, let's see how we do. Just checking to make sure I've not got any safety systems on this side I need to mess with. Doesn't look like it though, unless there's anything up here. Yes, so we need vigilance. What's that one on the end? DSD and AWS. So basically, vigilance just to make sure you're paying attention. DSD, like deadline. So if you don't respond, it will basically stop the train. And AWS is like a warning system for the signals. Depending what the signal up ahead showing depends on what you'll hear. Basically, a series of beeps. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so I don't think I've driven this for a while. So this should be fun. Right, set the reverser to neutral. Okay. Ooh, no power. Let's try that again. So we've got auxiliary AC system select. So we really are doing this from a cold start. Okay. So that's on. Hand up. So if we have a look outside, yeah, we need some power in this. And there we go. Right, so before we set the reverser though, we need our lights. Yeah, 4 AM, day running, I suppose it is light. Away we go. Oh, it doesn't like something. Oh no, yeah, it does. Just needed a bit more to get it moving. What have we got here? Have we got speed control or anything? Ah, we do. 5, 10, 15. Now, if I do that, hopefully this train should start to hold its speed, but apparently not. What have I done wrong? Speed adjust. Okay, so it's set there. How odd. Huh. There we go, it just took it a minute to kick in. But no sooner have we done that, it wants us to stop. Right, let's see how good these brakes are. See how good my driving is, rather. Bit too sharp. Right. probably going to ask us to change ends. So yeah, set the reverser to off. Set the master key to off. Right, okay, suppose I best switch the lights off as well. Off. Ooh. Let's have a look. Right. Go for a bit of a run now to the other side of this train. What even is this one? Is it a 350? I think it's a 350. No, 377. Right, okay. Set the master key to on. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, the safety system as well. Which is... where did I see that on this one? Oh yeah. Even though we're only going a short distance, makes sense to set it because you get more points, which helps you level up. Alright, so we'll shut that up. And away we go. Oh, speeding a bit. Well, the brakes seem pretty decent on this one. I find this game so relaxing though. It's just a nice way of de-stressing a bit. Just running up and down and just following what it tells you. A bit too hard on the brakes then. Ooh. Bit rougher than I liked, but hey, it worked. B3. Okay. First off. Take the key out. Okay. So I want me to shut that. Shut that, okay. Sit in the driver's seat. Okay, so we're going back this way. So there is a bug with some of the interiors on these trains. For some reason, there's one where you get stuck on like an invisible wall, and you either got to get out the train and walk around, or just spin around like an idiot until it eventually decides to let you in. But no, I don't think that's this one, so we're good. Here we go. And that, by the way, is the only time you'd catch me spinning around like an idiot. Yeah, so all the safety stuff's on. So we are good to go. On. Quiet you. Just need some lights again. I've got tail lights off, headlights day running. Yeah. Oh. And away we go. I like being able to see outside these as well on free roam like this, because it just gives you a nice little extra view. Some people say, yeah, it's a sim, you shouldn't be doing it, but, you know, I don't care. If they didn't want you to do it, they wouldn't have made the game like this, and also they wouldn't have put in all the extra details. But I best get back in, because we do have a red coming up somewhere. But where? Just keep on rolling till we find it. Ah, he's hiding there behind our target, I think. P1, P2, P3. And back off just before you stop. Oh, well, that wasn't much of a wait. So that one's saying we can proceed, so we might as well move up to the next one. That might be our passenger service we're waiting on, so let's see. And there we go. How good is that? We didn't even have to stop that time. Although I do need to try and stop speeding. Might as well speed up a bit to get in this station a bit quicker. And we get a buzzer to warn us about the next signal. That's the AWS showing a red. So yeah, you do have to acknowledge them. If you don't, it will stop you. Right, okay, so it says I've gone slightly past the edge, but we've not done too bad. The driver doesn't need to get out here. Okay, so I'm now going to be a passenger, apparently. Sit in any passenger seat. Do I have to switch the train off? I suppose I should do, just in case. Oh, why won't it let me do that? Ah, reverser. There we go. Where should I sit? That'll do. Ah, so the driver has become the passenger. So which depot's it sending us? Well, it's a mystery for now, but I'm guessing it's one of these, maybe. Yeah, looks like it could be. It's like Spaghetti Junction, though, looking at all this. In fact, I'd say it's worse. We're moving. Well, this driver doesn't hang around. Where's his tail lights? Oh, they're on, they're just a bit dim. We're going back where we came from. All that freight. That is one big train yard. I have no idea who that driver is. So, where are we going? Is it taking us here? Or there? Guessing maybe Willesden because it's slowing down. Is it Willesden? Willesden? Whatever that one's called. Yep, looks like I might be getting kicked out somewhere along here. Still no idea where though. Ooh, looks like we're going to the left. So this is what we've got coming up. Get dropped off, jump in another train, start it up, shunt siding, brake, set the reverser. Ooh, we've got to do some manual switching. Quite a bit. Should be fun. Let me out then. I'll even close the door for him. So what's this, a 350? Okay. I think it's these ones that make a weird noise. They sound like an alarm's going off. Quite weird. Right, okay, so what does it want first? Battery. Yep. Set the master key to on. Cool. Neutral. So these have AC and DC because they can run on overhead wires and also on third rail as well. Overhead wires, I believe, is better because it's higher voltage. The trains are faster on it. So there we go. Put the panto up. And we should see a light somewhere about voltage, but I think we're probably just good to go anyway. It says the safety systems are off, which are probably over there. Let's have a look. Yeah. Normal. There we go. Yeah. Oh, shut up. Where are my lights on this one? Wipers. That one, I think. Daylight. Alright, let's get moving. But yeah, I think this one sounds like an alarm going off. First time I heard one, I was thinking it sounds like someone's stolen the train, but such a weird noise. I do like driving these though, because they are quite fast at getting up to speed. How far have we got to go? And we're running out of track, so I suppose I best give it some brakes. Ooh. Perfect. Max brake. There we go. First off. All the way to the top. Off. Do we need to do anything with the tail lights? No, they've come on themselves. Open the 2D map and then switch the indicated junction. So I think it means this one. Yep. Is there any more? Nope. Looks like we're joining up with that. Looks like it wants us to change ends though, so we'll go and do that. Oh, I think it's this train that has you spinning around like an idiot when you get to the invisible wall. There we go. So you just sort of spin, you crouch, you do a little dance, and you get through. How strange. It's one thing about this game, it is good, but it is full of bugs as well, even there, and sometimes you've got to pause the game to reset it, but, you know, it works most of the time, and it's better than nothing, especially if you're on a console, like I am. Put the safety systems on, excuse me. Now, this train's already on, so I don't need to mess around with any safety, well, power systems. It's still got the power on, I've not turned that off. The system there was just beeping to warn me that it's active. Don't need cab lights. Just wish there was an easier way to select these controls. Daylight, there we go. And, yeah, forward. Just give it a bit of power to keep it moving. Minimum breaks, right. Let's see if we can do this without causing a big bang this time. Ooh, nearly. Just a little touch. Bit more. And off. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Open the doors. Surprised it tells you to do that when you've got to turn the cab off first, otherwise you're going to be trying to drive from the middle of the train, which is a bit odd. There we go. It's like an origami set, the way everything just folds away and opens out. Let's see how we did. Well, the stop was accurate enough. I mean, 7 yards ain't too bad. Use the safety system's got points for that. So yeah, speeding, yeah, a little bit. These things are hard to control. Right, well, there you go. That's my run.